if we believe that we're doing something that is going to resolve obesity, you're actually saying that if we are losing muscle and all these other important pieces of our vitality puzzle, that you can actually result in becoming more obese.
And that's not the dangerous part. Muscles affect brain function. They affect heart function. They affect blood vessels. So if you start losing muscle mass, you're affecting long term your health or your body's ability to adapt to this environment. That is literally what keeps us alive and able to thrive. It's insanity. And they're looking for that miracle cure, that one drug or injection to jumpstart their lifestyle, when in reality, it's really destroying their metabolic processes. They're living outside of their design parameters.
Today, we are making history, Dr. Bergman. We are adding a forbidden series to In the Know with Dr. B. And what I love about this is it gives an opportunity for me to be the viewer's advocate and literally ask the questions and dive deep, because we have a part one and we have a part two. And part one, we're going to kind of cover the surface level and whet your appetites. But then in part two, we're going to really do a deeper dive into the more forbidden content, as well as the solutions, right? Because we're never going to take you down a deep, dark road without there being that hope and that faith and that deposit that miracles are possible. I'm so excited to be here with you today, Dr. Bergman.
Thank you so much for starting this. This is going to be fun.
If you're new here, Dr. John Bergman has spent decades helping people understand how the body was designed to heal, how we were designed to adapt and thrive. And what I appreciate so much about you, Dr. B, is that you challenge us to ask the better questions. Questions like, what is my body trying to tell me? What is my body trying to protect? And what might I be missing? Because the truth stands when it's examined, right? And today we're exploring one of the most controversial health topics in the world: Ozempic and GLP medications. So why, Dr. Bergman, besides the obvious, is Ozempic becoming America's weight loss obsession today?
The advertising is amazing. I mean, literally, you can manipulate the public's perception of what's going on. For one, there's an obesity epidemic, but they're not looking at what the causes of those are. And you get promised fast results. You don't need to change your lifestyle. Oh my gosh, wonderful. But what they're not asking is, how is this actually working? What is it affects in my body? And what was the original cause of the problem?
So, can you unpack for us, maybe for those who don't know? I certainly don't exactly know. How does Ozempic work? Right? Because I think maybe there's this misconception that, oh, well, because it's used for certain scenarios, or it's used for people who need to balance their blood sugar, it must be healthy.
When you look at the obesity epidemic, okay, we're in a calorie-rich, nutrition-poor environment. And if you're in a stress state, the body is going to shut blood supply down to digestion, which the gut isn't just gut function. It affects the brain. That's where neurotransmitters are produced. It affects your immune system, everything. So if you're taking a drug, an injection, that alters your ability to absorb nutrients or affects your gut, you're affecting a whole bunch of different systems. And so what are the end result of that? But people are looking for fast results. They're looking for hope. They're looking to gain confidence in that beautiful new body, but they're not looking at the underlying stressors that were the original cause of why they're not losing weight, why they're putting weight on, where the weight is coming from, and what are the entire effects of altering your gut function or your ability to absorb nutrients. That's the questions people need to ask.
And what I'm hearing when I keep hearing you say that, wait a second, this is actually causing you to not absorb nutrients. Um, what happens? Are we potentially accelerating biological aging?
100%. When you're altering metabolic processes, and we're a sea of metabolic processes of building and breaking down. And if you're altering that, and this is what the GLP-1s, the Ozempics, what they're affecting in the body, up to 40% of the weight loss by altering your metabolism, up to 40% of the weight you're losing could be muscle mass. And that's going to long term negatively affect not just your strength, but it will affect your strength. It also affects brain function. Muscles are a hormone producing organ. They affect immune system. They affect how you're going to burn calories in the future. And then if you're altering muscle mass, you're also altering bone density, you're creating more frailty, you're altering your ability to absorb the main building products of your system, which is collagen. And with the scale is not going to tell you what your strength is, what your vitality is, what your metabolic processes are. And when you start losing, particularly muscle mass, you're altering your body's ability to utilize those calories that you're taking in. Plus, we're in a calorie rich, nutrition poor environment, and our society is subjected to massive amounts of stress, which also further shut down blood supply to the gut. It's it's a recipe for disaster.
Wow. And like so many people assume that, like you said, if the number on the scale goes down, that our health automatically improves. But what are we missing in that narrative?
It's not weight. It's how your body is managing the because we all have parameters we have to live within. We have to take in nutrients, utilize those nutrients, eliminate waste products, and we have to build our body, and that requires a tear down and build up. So anything that interrupts those processes is going to cause your body to store unused calories in the belly, seat, and thighs. But if you're taking a drug like Ozempic that stops your ability to absorb those nutrients, okay, this is a recipe for disaster because long term, you don't want short term problems, and that's what short term solutions for a long term systemic problem, and that's what the Ozempic is, and the GLP ones. You're looking at a body that can't lose weight, that's extremely frustrated, that has low energy, and they're looking for that miracle cure, that one drug or injection to jumpstart their lifestyle. When in reality, it's really destroying their metabolic processes. They're living outside of their design parameters.
I want to just highlight something before I ask the next question. If we believe that we're doing something that is going to resolve obesity, you're actually saying that if we are losing muscle and all these other important pieces of our vitality puzzle, that you can actually result in becoming more obese, even though the number on the scale is going down. Can you just kind of help us to understand that?
Yeah, the number one thing is your health, your vitality, and how your system actually functions. So why is somebody obese? Well, they're either taking in calories they can't utilize, or they're under stress. And the stress puts weight in specific patterns in the belly, seat, and thighs. And you cannot lose that weight unless you address the underlying stressors. So, what the scale is not telling you, because you could starve yourself, but that also means that you're not going to be building healthy cells. You can take something like do a gastric bypass, which stops you from absorbing nutrients, or the GLP-1s, and that can stop you from absorbing the nutrients. And that means, and this is why up to 40% of the weight loss is going to be from muscles. So long term, the less muscles you have, the less equipment you have to burn up the excess calories. And that's not the dangerous part. Muscles affect brain function. They affect heart function. They affect blood vessels. So if you start losing muscle mass, you're affecting long term your health or your body's ability to adapt to this environment. That is literally what keeps us alive and able to thrive. It's insanity.
So, when we're doing things for appearance and believing that we're doing it for health, what you're saying is that this form of weight loss, or almost any form of rapid weight loss, could actually come at the expense of the very things that make us alive. Um, Everything is connected to nutrition and good digestion, but can you just kind of like unpack what are some of the things that, so that we can really bring this home? What are some of the things that we're truly affecting beyond maybe what we think is dangerous, but what are some of the things that we're affecting that actually contribute to our quality of life?
Number one, when you look at gut function, the gut is 90% of your immune system. It's also called the gut brain or the enteric brain. Anything that affects that, you're going to affect your vitality, fertility, hormone function, strength, your ability to adapt to stressors in the environment. So you're messing with with a major part of what is necessary to be human. You're, it's insanity to look at just weight gain or excess weight that you can't lose has the problem. It's why is that there? And it's not discipline. It's not, there's got to be an underlying issue. And it is not Ozempic deficiency syndrome. You just take a drug to give you fast results. The amount of effects, and you could call them side effects, are horrific because this affects virtually every system of the body.
Could this affect, for example, fertility?
Absolutely. Fertility, hormone function, immune system, brain function, everything. If up to 40% of the weight loss is muscles, those muscles affect brain, cardiovascular function, hormone levels, and it's literally you're altering your metabolic processes because it's really hard to gain back that muscle when you're limiting the body's ability to build muscles.
And I would imagine, in addition to, like, when we consider that you are a champion for helping us understand how divinely and miraculously created we are, this has really got to be a heavy topic for you because everything that you're talking about actually even affects our ability to heal.
I like the idea of weight loss as a heavy topic.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, you got a deep-seated sense of humor there, my dear. So, yeah, but it is. See, people are you can't be myopic. You can't look at like blood pressure or weight loss or autoimmune diseases or any condition that somebody is experiencing has an isolated incident. It's everything their body's doing to adapt to the environment they're in. And our bodies are built to bend, to turn, twist, and move, where our bodies are ability to consume nutrients that we can recognize, not sodium benzenate in different chemicals or things that are soaked in pesticides and herbicides or packaged in things that make bacteria afraid. So it adds a longer shelf life. So there is so many underlying causes that aren't being addressed by just saying, yeah, just take this. This will make you healthy. And it's such a low functioning, they're not asking the right question. And that's why when we say it's backwards thinking, it's not addressing the cause of the problem. The cause isn't absorbing calories you're not utilizing. The cause is you're exposed to things that you're not metabolizing, breaking down, and you're in a chronic state of stress. So this just adds to the stress.
The good news, everyone, is there is much more to unpack and learn, and there is hope as well. In part 2, Dr. B is going to be unpacking what happens when rapid weight loss outpaces the body's natural protective mechanisms, why the body may be fighting to regain lost weight when we go off of these drugs, but also how the 5 signs of life can completely change the way we measure health. Remember, stay curious, ask better questions,
and expect miracles.
Make sure you subscribe to drbvip.com for part 2.